Hey, welcome back. We're hanging out here, ironically, in a VR world that is surrounded by Sony products, except for any of their video games, oddly enough. I was kind of surprised there were no video game things here. But there were a lot of other Sony products here, oddly enough. And why are we doing that? Why? Because we're going to talk about Sony specifically today. So, first thing, I got a little thing here for reference. So, for those who don't partake in console gaming or online console gaming, or those who mock, of course, that they charge money to access online on consoles, which has now became universal with all three, where it was Microsoft first, then Sony, and then with the Switch generation, initially it wasn't there, but then they added it. So, yeah, all three consoles charge money for online services. Now, Sony started it because there was a big hack thing that happened one year back in the PS3 generation, and it was a pretty big fuck up. They allegedly did not have proper security to meet measurements that a hacker used to compromise to get tons of data. And of course, that's not good at all. And of course, that led to a huge outage where they were investigating the whole thing. Like, I think it was down for 2 months or something? It was at least a month. But either way, it was fucking crazy. So, they started the system called PlayStation Plus, which initially was to give games out to those affected and shit. But this led to them leading into basically doing online through Plus service. Now, they made Plus was a paid service thing, but it was very optional. It was not a necessity for online access on the PS3, and it remains that way on PS3 to this day. However, with PS4, they merged online play as a requirement necessary with Plus. Now, I don't think it was as big a deal when it was cheap, but of course, price hike after price hike after price hike for different reasons and shit have become an ever-growing annoyance. Now look, if you like all the additional services PlayStation Plus provides, which is now broken up into 3 tiers, which introduced some newer things, I'm not saying you shouldn't enjoy those things if you enjoy those services. What I'm saying is, for me, who just wants to be able to play my fucking game online, it is a ever-growing annoyance that has achieved peak level at this point. It is a joke at this point. Because now, basically, the Switch and Xbox are fucking cheaper online services and fucking yearly subscription of fucking PlayStation for its essential level, which is $80 for a year. It's $80 fucking dollars now, or it's going to be on the 6th. $80 fucking dollars for a year, so you can just play your fucking games online. $10 was one thing, $20 was a thing, but what the fuck? $80 to fucking play my game online. I'm done. I'm done. That was my limit. Just with Microsoft when I used to pay for gold, the price hikes continuously got too fucking greedy. Don't fucking care anymore. Now, does that mean I'm going to never have it? Obviously, when there's an online game I'm interested in playing and I'm going to actually play it, I will probably get a month or two or something to play it. But yes, I am done. I am not doing a yearly subscription anymore with Sony. I am done. You have gone too greedy and you're using shitty excuses. Essentially, PlayStation's excuses are, oh, well, we're providing free game. Look, quote unquote free games is a poor excuse. Because they're not free. The service you're paying for is that fucking cost. For my 3 monthly games, that $80, which was originally $60, is that price for those fucking games. They are not fucking free. I hate hearing that kind of shit with it. I know when you're just casually talking, it's not as big as a thing or that. But it's just so fucking annoying. Oh. Hello. I'm just doing a video. But yeah, they were increasing it from 60 to 80 was a joke. I don't agree with it. Like, at this point, Sony needs to either make an incredibly cheap level for online, like, you know, $5-10, or just fucking go back to PS3 standards where it was just fucking free in that requirement. Because if I just want to play fucking, like, Dead by Daylight or Shadow Hunting Grounds or something, I shouldn't need to pay this $80 a year to fucking play any online game on PS4, PS5 at this point. Like that's stupid. And like the people who go into the other tiers, the extra and premium tiers, the extra tier is going from $100 to $135, and then if you buy the premium edition, it's going from $120 to $160. What the fuck? And that's not on top of, you know, of course, my own personal problems of how they've been censoring shit, fucking over their consumer base that they built up since the PS1 era, and throwing them under a fucking bus moving to California. And then there's, of course, that whole fucking handheld thing for the PS5 is coming out. Who the fuck is that for? It's $200. It's a streaming device. It streams your PS5 to a handheld. There are no games. You need online and shit. And then, of course, to top it off, they got rid of Bluetooth, and you have to use a unique headset with the thing. Like, Sony, I don't know what the fuck the people up there are doing right now. It's just so stupid. My brain wants to wad away, just going like, what in the fuck are they thinking? I mean, I don't consider myself a fanboy of any particular console. I mean, outside PS5 and Xbox Series, you know, I got like everything. Like, I get games from all consoles and shit. But I'm not gonna lie and say like most of the games I've enjoyed during like PS1, PS2, and PS3 eras, there was a lot of games I enjoyed during those eras on Sony's platform. But that doesn't mean like I suck up the fucking Sony. Like I always said like Sony was an asshole during the PS1 era. Like, oh, you can't have 2D games come to fucking America. We gotta advertise those 3D games. No 2D JRPGs and shit. Like, well, Walking Design had to like be like, please, and they're like, okay. But yeah, it's. I just don't really understand the price hike. Like, it's one thing to be like, hey, the electric bill's going up because, you know, COVID jacking up shit and stuff. Be like, we want to slap extra $5 on everything. But I mean, going from 60 to fucking 80? $20 on the lowest tier thing. And like I said, the other two tiers are even fucking more ridiculous. Like, I'm just speechless at the fucking brain rot that's going on. You're releasing a handheld that has no games, can only stream, and needs access to fucking PlayStation. Your services cost too fucking much for anyone who just wants to use it for online gaming. I mean, the subscription services as a whole, like when it comes to like TV, Netflix, and shit, like have been reporting lots of losses and stuff. It's really poor in my opinion. But yeah, I'm done with the subscription. You know, there was a point where I was just like, you know, a little bit here, I could just understand for maybe a little designing the services and shit, but jacking it up over and over again, we're at the limit. This is my line. This is it. So, outside the occasional game that I want, like, hey, I want to play a month of this or something with a online-only game or something, it's like, or like the next Souls-style game or something, like, yeah, I'm done. I'm not doing auto renewal, basically. It's just going to be based on when the game is and if the game deems me to do it enough, which should be selective, so. But, yeah, I think it's bullshit. Especially since, arguably now, like, you're giving your competition Xbox fucking having cheaper online access, and, with the Game Pass, which, it's not my cup of tea. I like physical products, but, you get a lot of the first-party games day one on fucking Game Pass while having internet access and shit. Like, that tops, like, all these fucking things, in my opinion. So, like, I really don't know how this is convincing anyone to fucking think this is good and this mass outrage. Rightfully so. But will that get anything changed? Who knows? We changed them when they were trying to shut down the PS3 store. That was also going to be horseshit, but I don't think they're going to change it. They're probably just going to take the hate, stay the price, and those who don't have the foot to put down to either completely stop or at least stop auto renewal, they'll just take the money. So, this is kind of appropriate time with the soundtrack I chose to play from Persona 5. Because this world actually had some music playing, but I don't know where it's from, so, I didn't want to use it in case it did copyright strikes. But, yeah, Sony's just lost their way over the years, and it's just for the proof that I still don't have a PS5. I have PS5 games. There's gonna be one day I'll get the fucking thing, but like they're doing nothing to encourage me to get a brand new one for full price. At this way, I just likely get used when it's like 300, 200 something at this point. Of course that's gonna be a while, but those are my thoughts in general, though. If you have any, feel free to leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I don't really imagine a lot of people really thinking this is positive. But, hey, if you got a argument you want to make in their defense, though, we like to debate and have free conversation here. So, but anyway, I'll let you be. Take it easy. Have a good day and be safe out there in the proving grounds. Have a safe and fun time on your Labor Day celebration for those in America. And if you're overseas, well, I guess enjoy your Monday. Until next time, be safe out there in the proving grounds. I'll see you somewhere out there.